Welcome to Charles Travels, the podcast where we explore the most intriguing stories from around the world. I'm your host, Charles, and I'm thrilled to have you join me on this journey of discovery. Today, we're going to take a trip to the countryside of Ireland, where a unique form of animal therapy is bringing joy to people's lives. You might be familiar with the concept of animal-assisted therapy, but what you're about to hear is truly special. Imagine walking into a nursing home and being greeted by a pair of soft, fuzzy creatures with big brown eyes and gentle humming sounds. These aren't your average household pets, but rather alpacas, those South American camelids known for their woolly coats and endearing personalities. Meet Joe Phelan, also known as Alpaca Joe, a 64-year-old Irish farmer who's dedicated his life to raising these amazing animals. After leaving behind his office job, Joe decided to pursue a career in farming, but with a twist. He started researching alternative farming options and eventually stumbled upon the idea of using alpacas for therapy. Joe's farm, Curall Alpacas, is now home to 71 alpacas and 2 larger llamas, which he takes on visits to local nursing homes and schools. The impact on the people they meet is nothing short of remarkable. Residents at the Oakfield Nursing Home, where Joe recently visited with his alpacas, were beaming with delight as they petted and fed the animals. As Joe explains, they get to feel them, look into their big, huge brown eyes, which are so relaxing, and hear them humming. The experience is not only calming, but also triggers memories for those who grew up on farms. The nursing home's activities coordinator, Sinead Megan, was thrilled with the visit and plans to invite Joe and his alpacas back again soon. But that's not all. Joe's therapy sessions don't stop at nursing homes. He also works with local schools, where the alpacas help children with special needs, such as autism and Down syndrome. The results are truly heartwarming, with teachers reporting a positive impact on the kids' behavior and mood. As we explore more of Joe's story and the incredible work he's doing with his alpacas, you'll be inspired by the power of animal therapy to bring people together and improve lives. So sit back, relax, and get ready to be charmed by these gentle creatures and the man who's dedicated his life to sharing their love and joy with others. We'll be right back with more fascinating travel adventures on Charles Travels. Welcome back to Charles Travels. I'm your host, Charles Travels. We've just heard a heartwarming story about an Irish farmer bringing joy and comfort to nursing homes and schools through his alpaca therapy program. Now we're going to take a dramatic turn and explore a rather unpleasant reality in rural Spain. A group of environmentalists and residents are taking the Spanish state and the region of Galicia to court over the alleged mismanagement of pollution caused by intensive pig farming. As we travel through the rolling hills and picturesque countryside of northwestern Spain, it's hard to imagine that beneath the surface lies a toxic problem. The region of Galicia is home to about a third of Spain's pig farms, and the locals say that life has become unfeasible due to the hundreds of intensive farms in the area. The stench from these farms is so overpowering that residents can't even open their windows at home. But the smell is just the beginning. Chemicals like nitrates, which are widely used in industrial farming, are seeping into groundwater and water reservoirs, posing serious health risks to the community. In fact, studies have found antibiotic-resistant bacteria and a toxic substance known as hepatotoxin in the local reservoir Darta. It's a ticking time bomb, and the residents are fighting back. I spoke with Pablo Alvarez Veloso, president of the local neighborhood association, who shared his concerns about the pollution. We're so worried about the pollution that even the idea of walking near the reservoir has become unfeasible, he said. The claimants, including Spain's consumer organization CC, have decided to take the case to court after officials continue to approve new farms, despite repeated attempts by residents to address the agricultural pollution. As we delve deeper into this story, it becomes clear that this is not just an environmental issue, but a human rights issue as well. The Spanish Constitution and European law are clear. Public authorities have a legal obligation to protect people from harm and exposure to harmful pollution. Niamh Noval, a lawyer with Clientarth, which is supporting the case, emphasized this point. Both the Spanish Constitution and European law could not be clearer. Public authorities have a legal obligation to protect people from harm, and even from exposure to harmful pollution, she said. As we explore the complexities of this issue, it's essential to recognize the importance of balancing economic growth with environmental protection and human well-being. The fate of the community in northwestern Galicia hangs in the balance, and their story serves as a warning for other regions facing similar challenges. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on Charles Travels. Welcome back to Charles Travels, folks. As we wrap up another episode of exploring the hidden gems and fascinating stories from around the world, I want to take a detour into the realm of social media. You see, I've been hearing about a phenomenon that's got the internet buzzing. A rare meme drought on TikTok, dubbed the Great Meme Depression of 2025. Now, I know what you're thinking. What's the big deal about memes? Bear with me, because this story is not just about humor or viral trends. It's about our shared cultural experience and the way we interact with each other online. As I dug into this story, I found myself in a world of clever observations, witty commentary, and of course, plenty of humor. It started with a post from user @Goofangle, who declared that 9 days into March, not a single original meme had emerged on TikTok. The post quickly racked up nearly 1 million views, and the comments were filled with nostalgia for the good old days of memes past. People reminisced about the time everyone was holding space for defying gravity or collectively joining in on the red note trend. But what struck me as interesting was how this meme drought became a meme itself. TikTokers began flooding the platform with meta commentary, joking about the surreal nature of it all, and even creating mock history books to document the Great Meme Depression. It's a clever example of how our online culture can be both self-aware and playful. Now, I'm not here to lament the loss of memes or bemoan the state of social media. Instead, I think this phenomenon offers us a chance to pause and reflect on our relationship with technology. In an era where the trend cycle is faster than ever, perhaps it's time for us to slow down, set some limits on our screen time, and engage with the world around us in more meaningful ways. As we conclude this episode of Charles Travels, I want to leave you with a thought. What if this meme drought is an opportunity for us to rediscover the joys of offline life? To pick up a book, take a walk, or simply enjoy a conversation with someone without the distraction of our screens. It's a chance to reconnect with the world, and with each other on a deeper level. That's all for today's Charles Travels. Remember to like, share and subscribe, and until next time, keep on traveling. Whether it's through the virtual landscapes of social media, or the real-world landscapes of our beautiful planet, I hope you'll join me on this journey of discovery and exploration. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you down the road.